Into the Facebook group, everyone. Okay, so we're now live in the Facebook group. Well, welcome everyone. We have a wonderful program planned tonight. I have me and Mary McNally here on Zoom, and we have Sarah Zengo on our team monitoring the Facebook chat. Any questions, put it in the chat, and Mary will take them from this group, and Sarah will take them from the Facebook group. And we also have Kathy Smith here, one of our senior stylists. She's phenomenal. So we are all in the house, really looking forward to kicking off spring with all of you and sharing a new program with you tonight. So you're in the right place if you are ready to be done with the last year and you're ready to embrace style in new and different ways and really get out and embrace living again and do it in a way that makes you feel awesome. So a little background on tonight's program. For those of you on Zoom, we do Facebook Lives every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. So hi, all my Facebook friends. If you'd like to join our Facebook group and you like this program, Mary's going to be putting in the chat how you can join. But we did a phenomenal program last week on our top 10 picks for spring. So if you missed that, you might want to go and see it. We also, Sarah Zengo on our team did a wonderful job with our top 10 list for spring. So Sarah and Mary are going to be putting that in the chat too. Tonight, I do have some show and tell. I would be disappointing you if I didn't, but tonight is really about mindset. It's about energy and confidence and breaking the myths that hold all of us back from being our personal best. And, you know, we do these Facebook group, we do these live events every Wednesday, and I usually figure out what I'm going to do, who the guests are going to be. We have some, for those of you on Zoom that have not been part of our Facebook group to this point, we have style and retail experts. We have some of our amazing clients that are interesting. We have health and self-care experts that come in, but we really go beyond dressing well to approach our community in a way that serves everybody in new and different ways. So it's just been a joy. We started doing it in November, and I actually was struggling this weekend with what we were going to do tonight because we did the big style presentation. I think I unloaded my entire wardrobe last Wednesday to show you all. I had just come back from vacation, so I showed you some of the things that I bought on vacation, and I was like, what can we do? And the coolest thing happened Monday night. We graduated our first class of 90 Days to Stellar Style. So a year ago, if you ever told me I would be teaching on Zoom to a bunch of women that I had never met before, most of them don't even live in New England, I would have told you were crazy. But Kathleen Ramsey, who was in this inaugural program, I think she's on the call tonight. She was the first person that called me last March, or maybe it was April, and she sent me an email and said, do you have any online classes? I love your book. She was the first one, and then it went on and on and on from there, to the point where I really buckled down this fall, me and the team, and we said, let's get this done. So we launched in January, and we had 12 women, 11 in the program, one did a self-study. And we just launched our second course on March 8th, and we have another group of just phenomenal women, and a lot of them are on the call too. So what I wanted to do tonight, so when we wrapped up the program Monday, we had the opportunity to go around the room, and we got very close to these women in 3 months, like super close, like they want a reunion close, which we're going to give them. And I just said, you know, what was the best thing in the program? And the thing that struck me was of course, they love the clothes that their stylist helped them get. The program is really cool. It's 3 months, 6 classes taught on Zoom, and then you're paired with a stylist to customize it, get shopping links, go through your closet, whatever your goals are. But that's not what came up when we all gathered. And I wrote this program in the last 48 hours. Those of you on the call that know me, some of you are, I do some private coaching calls with some of you. Those of you that know me in that capacity, you know that I am like a big sit down at 6 a.m. in the morning and journal. And I woke up Tuesday morning and I basically put together tonight's program. And I said, we've got to dispel these myths that are out there. People that think you need a ton of money to be well-dressed. You need a ton of clothes to be well-dressed. I need to be my perfect weight, else it doesn't work. No way, guys. That is not what this is about. So what I wanted to do tonight is just walk you through what these myths are. Let's debunk them. Let's put them away and let's celebrate. Let's use this year that we had. I mean, what a year. Things that are in your closet, not everything's going to work the same way as it did post the world that we used to work in. Some of it will, some of it's really awesome and you can mix it and match it in different ways. But there's core principles that you need to wrap your head around. Again, this is about mindset, and this is about saying clothing is meant to serve me. Clothing is one of the first decisions you make in the morning is, what am I going to wear? And when you're met with friends, things that represent your lifestyle, things that represent how we live now. And again, things have shifted. We definitely are wearing more sneakers than we used to. I told you I had props. We're definitely wearing fabrics that have a little bit more stretch, that are a little bit more comfortable, that can be elevated. You can wear them with a pair of high heels to go out, and thank goodness it looks like most of us will be able to go out pretty soon. Or you can sit at your desk all day and do your work and then throw on a pair of sneakers and take your dog for a walk. So we are not talking about tons of clothes, spending lots of money unless that's your choice. Full disclosure, I've been doing this a long time. As a matter of fact, I started my business on April 1st, 1992. So the company is 29 years old tomorrow. How did that even happen? I have had I can count on one hand the amount of people that I've worked with that didn't have a budget. And those folks made me nervous because I am all about the sale rack, the lifestyle, piecing it together. What do you have? What do you need? So myth number one is that you need a whole bunch of clothes to be well dressed. That is just not true. Our dressing well method, which really is tied to 90 Days to Stellar Style, we teach the methodology, and again, you're paired with a stylist. But step number one is called the organized wardrobe. And those of you on the call that have had me, Kathy, Sarah, or Mary in your closet, you know that the magic is in there. And what you want to do is you want to get in there and really take an honest look at where everything, all your clothes are. And I always laugh because people will call and they'll say, I have nothing to wear. And you get to their house and they've got every single closet taken over. Or you'll have other people say, oh, I really have too much, and you get there and it's a really manageable amount. So everybody has a different reference point to what's too much, what's too little. But myth number one is that you need all these clothes to be well dressed. And what I heard on the call Monday night, which made me so happy, and me, Mary, Kathy, and Sarah stayed on that call until almost 8 o'clock because we were like, oh my goodness, it worked. We can teach this on Zoom. These principles work, and it's the same thing we hear from people when we're with them in person. More clothes oftentimes is more confusion. More clothes in multiple sizes, you don't even know what you're doing. So myth number one is you need a lot of stuff. You don't. Perfect example, yesterday, I was like a crazy person and I actually got a call that I needed to be someplace from 3 to 5. And I didn't have time to think about it. I could throw on a pair of black pants, one of my nice black t-shirts. I put a gorgeous jacket on. It was bright and white. I put a scarf on. I put these little booties on, and out the door I went. Easy, easy. And the reason is I only have 5 pairs of black pants that I'm wearing right now. I have more than 5 pairs of black pants, but the winter ones are gone. The dressy ones that I wear out for special occasion are in another closet. It's really developing a mindset of order and less is more, and knowing to put your hand on things, knowing how to top it off. You don't need a lot of shoes. I was on the phone recently with somebody that was completely overwhelmed with shoes, and I helped her identify 5 pairs of shoes that she needs from March to June to get her life done. 5 pairs of shoes, and she could have done it with 2 or 3. But that's the magic. So don't think you need a whole bunch of stuff. That's only going to slow you down, confuse you. So if you're going to take it, I hope all of you take 3 or 4 things away tonight that help you immediately. But I just couldn't believe on that call. And I have 2 of our Stellar Style participants, our new graduates on the call. They're going to come in and share with you some of what surprised them about the process. So that's coming up in the second half hour. The second myth is you need to be your ideal weight or to rock your spring style. No way. Mary, Kathy, and Sarah. I can't see Sarah, but I can see her. I can see her doing this. I know I can see Mary. I can see Kathy. No way, Jose. Like, you can look great right now. I have worked with people, teeny tiny petites to size 26. Anybody can be well dressed at any stage of the game. And some of these fabrics that are, I'm going to be grabbing my props. I wasn't going to do it, but I know I'm going to be grabbing them. Some of the, so if you're really trying to lose weight, a lot of times we put people in dresses, some of these dresses that are really stretchy, and what I love about this particular one is it's a Ralph Lauren, not very expensive. You can put a white jacket over this, a black leather jacket, a red jacket. You can have a lot of different looks. You can go on a scarf diet. You can unbutton the button. If you can't button it because you've got a little bit of weight on you, you put a dress underneath, probably a sleeveless if you're wearing a jacket, with some of these fabrics that give you that 10 to 15 pounds. You wear this in the summer with no hose and sandals. You wear this in the winter with tights and boots, and the right underpinnings really can help you pull it in. Guarantee that there's things in your closet right now that make you look and feel great. So one of the things that we do when we work with somebody and they're definitely, not their ideal weight, and everybody's different in that capacity. And we're not there to judge or even say what that should be. We're there to make you shine. And we can always say, put on the pants that fit, put on the dress that fits. Let's get going. Let's get some scarves out. Let's get some jewelry out. Let's get the magic started. And I would be doing you all a disservice not to share this. I've been doing this work for almost 30 years. How's that even possible? When people feel good, and part of it go back to the closet being full. When you start shedding things from your closet and you start wearing things daily, even if it's the same thing for the next 2 to 3 weeks, you start to feel better and you start to lose weight. I've seen it too many times. So this might be the process that gets you back into your groove. And again, coming out of COVID, tonight is about possibility, energy, confidence, taking charge. In all the years that I've been doing this, I can't tell you the number of reporters that have called me and they'll say, you're either born with the fashion gene or you're not. You either look like a runway fashion model or you don't. You have a big mansion with the walk-in closets or you don't. I certainly don't. I make my own. I live in an older home. I can make my closets work. Anybody can. We're here tonight to just give you guys permission to let go. Show in the chat. Has anybody hung up on some of these things? Throw in I read the chat after the program. What do you guys think? Are these some of the things that hold you back? And we're here to tell you that our Dressing Well method, a lot of you have my book. Book's been out 16 years. It is the same principles. Fashion trends come and go. The organized wardrobe, the Dressing Well method is here to stay. So if you're somebody that is in between weight, another coaching tip that we do all the time is if somebody's saying, a lot of times people call us and they'll say, oh, I want to wait till I lose the weight. And I'm like, nope, I can get in there. We can get in there. We can jump on a Zoom call with you. We can do this virtually now, which has really been a gift of COVID. We are rocking virtual. We've been doing virtual for 10 years. We never did it with Zoom before. So this is like a game changer, but we can get in. The women that work on our team are amazing. And again, it's all the same principles, but even back to the fit, I'll say to somebody, show me your running shoes, show me your workout wear. What do I got here? To show you? what do you have to put on? This was on, if you guys watched our video today, this was one of the tops that I showed. What do you have in your closet that makes you want to get up from your desk at lunchtime and go for a walk? Meet up with a bunch of girlfriends on a Saturday morning and go to the gym or whatever. Start moving. And again, that myth of I gotta wait, I gotta lose weight. Everybody on this call can be rocking it right now. And then myth number 3 is that you have to have a lot of money to play this game. And that's just not true. When I started my business almost 30 years ago, I sold my wedding dress. I had no money. I had Yankee ingenuity. I sold the dress. I did keep the husband, and that was a good decision. But I said, it was the most expensive thing I owned at the time. I was in an apartment. I had a used car. I sold the damn wedding dress, and he was like right there with me. And, I used it the day that it was intended, and I needed serious cash. And I went and I sold it. I bought a used computer, and I bought a membership to a women's organization where I could meet. Actually, many of you that are on the call, I met at some of those women's groups back in the day. And I said, and then I read an article about consignment. I never heard about consignment before. Then I had corporate jobs before I started my own business. I started selling my stuff out of my closet. That's how I, honest to God, funded the first year. And I knew that I would be successful when I needed more than 2 suits. And back then we all wore suits. I would go to these women's networking events, and I would say I'd have 1 suit on. And then back then there was no internet, no email. So you'd meet for coffee. So I'd have my 2nd suit, and I knew I'd be successful when I needed the 3rd outfit. And I'd be really successful when I needed the 4th outfit. So consignment stores, again, more with less. If you don't see the same people, I didn't see the same people. So I kept wearing the same stuff all the time. You do not need a lot of money to be well dressed. We work with Dress for Success, Boston. We have a small program at the Needham Community Council where we take women in need and outfit them, mostly with clothes from our clients. We call it the Karma of Clothing Project because it's taking the karma of people that are in a position to donate and then allowing people that have a need to wear them. And I swear to God, the karma from the clients that are giving rubs off on the women that really need it, because we just see so many awesome, happy stories happening. But there's thrift stores, consignment, every single store out there, every internet site has a sale going on. And even this cute little top that I bought, I got this at Macy's for like $9. I am not joking. And the reason why I've become a little Macy's shopper is we don't have Lord & Taylor anymore. So I'm a hunter. I like going out. I like seeing what's out there. And it is a treasure trove when you know what you're doing and you're not aimlessly walking through the racks. So I'm going to invite our Stellar Style Girls on in a moment, but I just want to recap your closet. Get in there. Get rid of the stuff that doesn't fit, doesn't make you happy, doesn't fit our new lifestyle. Hold on to the things that you love. Put them, if you're not wearing them. I mean, I have a little stash, not gonna lie. Like the wedding dress is no longer in there, but I have like the suit that I landed the first job. I've got some very special things that mean a lot to me. Weddings, speaking engagements, what I wore to my book signing, for instance. I've got those in another area, but my day-to-day wardrobe is stuff that I want to wear. You want to make that closet look like a little boutique. And you can do that with the right hangers. You can do that with, again, just getting in there and spending some time. In our Stellar Style program, we do a huge deep dive on the closet. And of course, the magic of that program is having an accountability partner, and it's fun. And I'm looking at Kathy Duane on the screen the whole time I'm speaking, and she was partnered with Kathy Smith in the program, and they're right next to each other on my screen. And Kathy has an amazing wardrobe, a lot of color, and the outfits they were able to make without Kathy spending a dime, very little. Kathy's a shopper. She spent a little bit, but what they were able to do and what they were able to remove. And Kathy was able to sell some of her things. that's the joy of the organized wardrobe. And again, the fit, I really don't want to do too much show and tell, but those of you that have been coming to the lives, those of you that have been in our courses, those of you that have worked with us privately, you know that fit is the game changer. Okay, I'll show you one thing. These are two jackets. I don't know if you can see it, but they're the same jacket. One's a regular and one's a petite. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a big difference in the fit. So I'll also leave you with another little tip. You can go to any department store, Ann Taylor, Talbot's, that has the petite and Missy and the plus, and you can start to put the different sizes on you and see what fits best. But fit, feeling good at your weight right now, making sure you have things that allow you to exercise and feel good if that's like weight is an issue, or just knowing, like, having a seamstress or a tailor on auto dial. I mean, I've worked with women that are teeny, like 5 feet. And it's, I'm thinking of someone smiling. She does have a little weight on her, and she's 5'1". Just getting the tops that are a little bigger, but like 3/4 sleeves, so she's not drowning, even though the top needs to be bigger to accommodate her bust. She's not drowning in it. Getting her cropped pants with a little bit of a wedge, just got her wedge sneakers, just to lift her up, balance it out. Anybody can be well dressed. I mean, I think in all the years I've been doing this, the thing that I'm most proud of, other than the women that I work with every day, and I'm just very blessed to have them representing this company and, being part of the fun that we have. I mean, clothing is fun. We're lucky, is really helping people with fit. I mean, it's such a game changer with people's energy and confidence and how they feel about themselves. And that's what we're in the business of doing. We sell confidence first and foremost. And then the last one is shopping. And we just finished up our last session on Monday night, was called Smart Shopping. And it was the first time I taught it. It was awesome. I really went deep on all what we do as personal shoppers. Like, how do we go to the store? How do we set ourselves up? Where do we park? How do we check out? What's our sequence when we're there? But all that stuff, when you set yourself up, when you know what you need, you're really clear on your size, shopping and getting things on sale can be joyful. Even this little yellow bag, I had this on the video today. We do, for those of you that don't get our videos, we do a Wednesday video. We post them on Instagram. We have a YouTube account. All of that can be, you can see everything from the website. But this was a gift with purchase like 100 years ago from some makeup promotion. And I love the color. I love the size. Really cute. Just having this organized in a way that I know where it is awesome. And I get such a kick out of this every time I wear it. It's yellow. People react to it. I paid nothing for it. I think I bought some mascara and got the free bag. So when you, again, and I like designer clothes as well. And I know when to buy them and when to not, but I also know how to work the sales. And then I also like to do like a price, price per wear. We cover in Stellar Style. So it's really about you, your budget. But don't let thinking that it's going to cost you a lot of money. And even one of the women in our program this week, one of her comments on Monday night was, "Oh my goodness, I thought to work with a stylist, you had to be like a gazillionaire." And, my stylist pointed me to the right websites. It was Mary McNally, pointed me to the right websites that were very comfortable for my budget. And honest to goodness, I'm ready for spring for the first time in my entire adult life. So I will transition now to, I hope that that's helpful. I hope I hit my goals of really laying this out. And in the dressing well method is really 5 points, and I'm covering 3, but it's the know your lifestyle, get organized, find your fit, put together your shopping priorities, and then the shopping piece. And we're all about checking out of the store, checking back into your closet, making sure what you bought works, not clipping the tags till you want to keep it. And then again, doing it in a way, if you really love clothes, you're going to be shopping more. And there's a lot of people in our world, and a lot of people actually that are in stellar style that are like, I just want to figure this out. I'm 60 years old. I need to figure this out. So wherever you are on your style journey, we probably have a solution. I invite all of you to DM me or Sarah Zengo. Sarah is the concierge in the Facebook group. I have cleared my schedule tomorrow. I am at my desk for the entire day, April 1st, anniversary of my firm, April Fool's Day, whatever you want to call it. I am happy to talk to anybody on this call. I'm actually happy to talk to anybody anytime. To explore how our virtual services, our programs, our in-person services, we are back to in-person safely, of course, but we are back to in-person. I am happy to talk to anybody, and Mary and Sarah both have my Calendly link, another blessing of this the tech world we're living in. If you ever told me I was going to have a Calendly link a year ago, I would have told you were nuts, but it does work. And I promise you, all of you, 20 to 30 minutes of my time to figure this out, share with you how we can help. And if it's not a good time and it doesn't work, we're really building a community here. We are doing our best to serve people, and Zoom has allowed us to serve in a way that is blowing our mind. So if you're around tomorrow, I welcome your call, and Sarah does as well. Okay, so am I right at 7:30? I'm right at 7:30. I'm right on time. I love that. Mary, I wanted you to bring up Mari first. Mari is one of our Stella Style graduates. And can you get both of us on the screen at the same time? Great, Mary. And I have to say, hello, Mari. Mary.
Hello there.
It's
Mary. Yep, just spelled funny.
And I have to give credit where credit is due. You were the one that shifted our thinking on Monday night. So as I said earlier, we were all on the call. And then Sarah, Mary, and Kathy and I stayed on afterwards, and we were just like, wow, these women are amazing. We knew they were amazing. But Mary, it was what you said about, and I'll ask you to share with the group. But what you said was this is interesting. Like, I always knew that our secret, our superpower was our organization and our system. But we talk about like getting people the right pants, jackets, but you just framed it in a way that the three of us or the four of us were just like, wow, we've got to do something with that. So we're here tonight. Well, the topic tonight is because of you, Mary. So thank you for that. And if you could just share a couple words about what you got out of the program, the results, and then what surprised you the most about the process.
Yep, I'm happy to, and I hope I hit the right notes. And if I leave out the piece you thought was stellar, you'll bring it back up.
Yes.
I have always wanted to just be able to almost effortlessly go and just look the way I needed to look, to present in my field, to be active in my community, to, whatever the engagement was. And I always, all the myths, you just laid them out. Yes. And the other one for me was, it's not going to work. I just can't pull this together. I don't have that sense of style. And you had us in that accountability piece, and I worked with Sarah, and it was fabulous to go through and try everything on and take photos and share them with her and list. I made a spreadsheet because that's what I do, but I listed everything in my closet. I was like, oh, I've got too much of this, and here's some of the gaps. And all of a sudden I could see this, and I could see myself differently in it. And I could get a sense with Sarah's help about, well, what's the next step to take? And I'm closer than I think I've ever been to being just having the confidence I want to have without stressing about it on a daily basis. So that was what took it, the whole thing surprised me. The other piece that I remember saying to you, that as I said it, I was surprised myself, but it was permission you gave to say, this is worth spending time on. It's worth taking seriously, not to not have fun, but to really, how you present yourself matters, and how you feel about yourself matters. And so here I had permission to dig into this and figure out what I had and didn't have, and what would work and wouldn't work, in a way that all of my life I've never had that. So anyway, that's what I'm grateful for. And I hope that I hit on whatever it was you heard on Monday.
Yeah, the one that we have written down that you said was Stellar Style gave me permission to take this seriously. gave me permission to retire things and gave me a system. So
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
love that. And you and Sarah really did work beautifully together.
Absolutely.
You're continuing. Mary lives in the New England area, so she's going to be continuing with Sarah, which is awesome. So thank you so much, Mary. Thank you.
Happy to. Yeah, great to be part of this community.
Great, thank you. And I'm gonna bring Stephanie next, and we're doing good on time. So if Kathy, I see Kathy up there, I'm gonna bring Kathy on too if she wants. Kathy Duan, if she wants to, if she doesn't have to, but if she'd like to say something, that I see you sitting on the screen, Kathy. Okay, Stephanie, hello. How are you?
Hello, Mary Lou.
Well, thank you for coming on tonight. That was so fun on Monday because I've been teaching the classes, and when I'm teaching, I can't really see everybody, but I had an opportunity to jump on the Zoom call at the end last time, and we already missed you guys. So why don't you tell us how you worked with Mary McNally on the team, and why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience, results, what you're expecting, and then what surprised you the most about the process?
Yeah. I would say that the big thing for me was the overall strategy and organization that we really learned through the lessons and through the videos and through working with a stylist. Strategy and organization is something that we all apply to so many parts of our lives, with career, with budgets, with finances. And at least for me, that wasn't something that I had ever kind of taken the time to apply to clothing or to my wardrobe. And so I think the big surprise was really kind of taking some of those skills and applying it to the wardrobe management piece. And I really kind of learned how to do that. I mean, some of the results I got were decluttering, getting rid of things out of my wardrobe, getting organized, adding some key basics that Mary kind of pointed out that I didn't really have. And now that I have them, I wear them, like you said earlier, almost every day, several times a week, and I feel great. And then kind of identifying some gap for some pieces that maybe were missing. And now I have a list kind of going forward to continue shopping with as well, which is super fun. Another big surprise for me was that kind of using this new approach and learning some of these new ways to do this really made shopping fun. And at least for me, that was something that has never really been joyful for me in my life. And so now, kind of much to my husband's chagrin, I kind of really like shopping, and it's kind of made that less stressful for me too. So thank you, Mary McNally, for all your help, and thank you, Mary Lou, for the class. You guys did a great job in putting it together for the first kickoff.
Thank you so much. Stephanie, can you share a couple of the pieces that you bought with Mary's help that you're wearing all the time? I think people are really interested in that. I think so how this process works, I interview everybody that comes into the program. This is a personal service. Like I like to connect with people and hear what they're about and then explain things. But almost everyone in the program that I interviewed, both the first one and the second one, said, I need to know what the essentials are. Like that was definitely a gap. Like what is that? So what were those essentials that Mary helped you pick out that you're wearing all the time?
Yep. Okay. The first was a pair of like slim fit jeans, like dark wash, everyday jeans that can look very professional, but they can also look great to run to the grocery store. The other one was actually this white shirt, this button down shirt that I'm wearing right now. I actually got two different white button down shirts on Mary's recommendation, kind of one that's more of an everyday and one that's a little bit heavier for more formal wear, I guess. A new black belt. I didn't really have any black belts, which sounds like a basic thing, but I just kind of would wear pants without a belt in them. And now that I have a kind of a more dressy one and more of a casual everyday one, I just feel so much more pulled together with having a basic like that. Gosh, there were a lot of basics I didn't have, I guess. So thank you, Mary. And these hoop earrings, I just wore studs all the day. So now I kind of change back between studs and hoops. And a black bag, like an everyday bag to kind of wear out that I just love. The one I had showed Mary a picture of it, and she said, that's a little bit too big. It kind of looks a little bit dated. It doesn't really fit your frame. And so she found one for me that was on sale. It was a great price. It's a really nice bag. And she even gave me the advice, you can wear this year round. So this is kind of a nice one. And again, that's one thing I can wear that out with confidence and kind of know that it looks a little more modern for me right now.
Awesome.
So those were the main ones that I'm really, really getting a lot of use out of, like right out of the gate.
Okay, great. Well, Stephanie, we are just so delighted to have you in the program, and I knew you and Mary were going to hit it off right away. And again, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I think people really enjoy hearing some of this stuff and knowing what the pieces are, and to know that it can be done. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. It's 7:39. Are you, Kathy? Do you want to jump on? Kathy, will you jump on, or? I got one more. I think that this is going, I thought I gave us an hour tonight, but I think this is fun. So let's have Kathy jump on, because she worked with Kathy Smith. So then we'd have all three stylists covered. And Kathy, I just want you to jump on, Kathy. Hello, Kathy. So you're going to have fun. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you. And thank you for inviting me to say a few words, because I thoroughly enjoyed 90 Days to Stellar Style. I thoroughly enjoyed working with you and with Kathy Smith. And, there were a lot of things, a lot of takeaways for me, because I thought I was organized. But as part of the first exercise, I was really surprised that my clothing and shoes and jackets were all over the house. I had things in the guest room, things in under bed, under the bed, sweaters folded in those plastic things. I had baskets with blouses. So Kathy Smith really helped me with that. And I love accessories. And I think that having the photos and working photos of what I considered an outfit, and then working with Kathy on a different accessory, maybe a necklace, having a column or a look, so that I had a neutral under, and then had a sweater or a jacket or a third piece that that really made the outfit. Also, thinking about what shoes I was wearing, what necklace or what earrings, or what was too much, was really, really helpful. Because in our second session, I guess it was a lot of trying on, and, well, how about that scarf with this, or wait a minute, what would you wear with that? And it was so beneficial. And now I have the photos myself, so that I can say, oh, I actually, the other day, I have a notebook from our 90 days of Stellar Style. And I was flipping through, and I looked at the photo, and I thought, oh my gosh, I put that scarf away. I should take that out and put it with that outfit. So, which you all had suggested. And I thought, that was a really good suggestion. I can just hang it right on, loop it over the hanger, so that it's right there at the ready when I want to do something and don't want to spend a week agonizing about what I'm going to put with what. So thank you. And Kat.
And I think what I enjoyed about, and I was checking in because I have so much fun. So I was teaching the classes, and then the stylists were doing the fun stuff with each. How it worked was at the end of each session, you were, the homework was to go back in your closet and put 5 new outfits together based on the learning. So it was, the closet was first. So those 5 outfits were usually people's, what they were wearing anyway. And then when we did the fit, second session was find your fit. And it was like, go back in and really look at fit, get rid of some more stuff, put together 5 more outfits. And then the next one was on essentials. So it was like, go back in and really see what's missing. And I think that's what Stephanie really started cooking. Mary and Stephanie were really cooking session 3. And then the next one was accessories, of course. And that's when I just saw Kathy and Kathy's stuff just flying together, like going into formation. But Kathy's down in Florida. So she had so much color in her wardrobe, and she was going out a little bit more than us up in New England. We were all stuck in the house. So I got so much joy out of watching what you guys were doing. And then after accessories, we did a really fun trend night. Mary and Sarah led that. Super fun because it's like after you go through all that, it's like what's out there? What are the new trends? And again, if those of you that missed our spring style show, it's in our. You can see all the lives if you're a member of the Facebook community. You can see all the lives, but we did a great program last week. Our top 10 is on our website. Again, tonight is really on the mechanics and like they're really getting the mindset around what it is. So we did that for lesson 5, and then lesson 6, which was the end of the program, and that was Monday night, was really about shopping. So I feel like it's a really well thought out program, and the reason we're able to do it on Zoom is, again, the Zoom technology. You can literally go into somebody's closet, and also when people take pictures with their smartphone, either somebody else takes them or they take them on their own, we can completely figure it out. We can say, you can do better than that jacket. You need the fit this way. Or if you were to get these 5 pieces, Stephanie just spoke beautifully to that. Mary, your spreadsheet blew my mind. Like I saw your spreadsheet and I'm like, I love this woman because you took it so seriously. And at the end, Mary really knew what she had released. And then she and Sarah got going. So the program is set up for you to dip in and dip out. Like if you want to go right to shopping, you and your stylist will go right to shopping. If you want to do what Kathy and Kathy did, they really got going on the organization. But at the end of the 90 days, you really do have a new system that can withstand the seasons if you have a seasonal change, and you can really again dip in and dip out. So Kathy, thank you so much for coming. I put you on the spot, and I think I knew that I could put you on the spot. So anyway, that is really the program, and a couple of special offers for those of you that have stayed on the call. And we do 30 minutes right to the minute usually on the Facebook Lives. But again, tonight, because I had some guest speakers and I wanted to really do some teaching, we went a little bit longer. But in honor of our firm's 29th anniversary and the fact that I'm going to be at my desk, anyone that buys any virtual program from us tomorrow, from now until tomorrow, happy to give you 10% off. All it will take is getting on a call with either me or Sarah to discuss. And again, there's no pressure here at all. If you guys want to chat with us about what we do, another big takeaway on Monday night was one of the participants said, oh my goodness, I thought you had to be like a gazillionaire to work with a stylist, and this program did it in a way that honored my budget. So that is my special. We also are going to give away, and Sarah's going to pick. Sarah is she does our Facebook, she's our concierge. We are going to give away one $250 gift certificate and 2 copies of my book, signed copies of my book. So the way that works for you, those of you that are new, all you gotta do is put something in the chat, say something nice, and we will pick those winners and we'll be in touch with you. And the gift certificates can really be applied to anybody. They can be applied to any of our programs. They can be applied to anything virtually that we do. So we do our packages, our virtual packages start around $350, and then we have the programs and things like that. So that's it for tonight. Are there any questions, Mary, that I can answer? Does anybody want to jump on and ask me a question? Saw your top 10. I own a purse in your featured color already. Awesome, Rachel. I see Rachel Hayes saying that she liked the top 10 and that she already has a purse in that color. That's awesome. Color is really in. I did the video today, was all on spring color. It's even getting me, who I'm somebody that loves the neutrals, loves black. This is the top that I had on today on the video, and people went crazy for it. And just to see, how the styles have changed. I had it on with these little pink pants, and they're really cute little sweatpants. So I can wear those with sneakers, and I can also wear it with a nice silk blouse. So color is here to stay. And the top 10 list is up, and I have 2 questions from Sarah's group. One question is there a limit on jean jackets? No, there is not a limit on jean jackets. I actually, for every age group out there, I think a denim jacket, whether it's more of a rugged one like this is a brand called KUT. Got it at Nordstrom. Very reasonably priced. This is going out the door to my sister. This little dress. She's got a week of my nephew is graduating from the University of Texas, and my sister was like, I need a new jean jacket. I need some dresses to just be able to be out there for a week. And of course, these are mine, but she's got a little pair of these running sneakers with the dresses and the jean jacket. So anybody can wear a jean jacket. Those of you that were on the call last week, I shared that I was hitting up all the Florida boutiques last week, and I saw a lot of white jean jackets that were really like they really worked for women that over 50. They had some pretty ruffles and some fringe. They just looked fresh. So great question. I am a big fan of layering pieces. And another thing I'll show you, I told you I would do my show and tell, and I showed this on the live. Like a lot of women that are in between are really kind of struggling with weight, like ponchos like this that you throw over a pair of white jeans. You can wear this year round, like even with a black turtleneck or a long sleeve black tee or white tee. Add the pearls to brighten you up. These are the things that really hide the weight and still make you feel like $1,000,000. So any other questions, Sarah? Sarah also asked me just to repeat. Yes, we have the urgency of tonight, actually. Thank you, Sarah. I forgot. We are doing one more Spring Stellar Style. It kicks off April 12th, and we just added it based on the success of the last two programs. So it is limited in numbers because we need to have stylists assigned to everybody in. The first group was 12, and we had one person doing a self-study. So if you're somebody that is on Zoom all day and you want to just be able to look at, she was still paired with a stylist, but she did it as a self-study. So we record them all. All the lessons are downloadable PDFs. There's checklists. So whatever you're comfortable with, that's why I like to get people on the phone. I really want to talk to you and who you are, what your lifestyle is, and walk you through a couple different options that we just love to serve and work with people. So usually we can make it work. Thank you, Sarah. That was a great question. All right, so we are at 7:50. Any other questions in this group, Mary?
No other questions, just lovely comments saying people have had your book for a long time, that they enjoyed this evening. And so, yeah, but no specific questions.
Okay, great. Well, big thank you to Mary for hosting the Zoom, Sarah for being over in the Facebook group, Kathy Smith, big, huge success. All three of these women were the ones that really drove the success of Stellar Style. And again, we weren't going to do another spring one, but we're doing it because this is a great, as Mary said, and Mary and I were exchanging emails today. This is just a great way for us to serve more people, and you don't have to live near us anymore. So that's really cool. We have this new client, Roxy, in the March program that kicked off 2 weeks ago. And I'll just read you what she said. She sent me an email. This is crazy. She came in through COVID. She contacted me in April, and she bought a gift certificate for herself, and then she never used it. And she called me and she's like, oh, I'm ready to use it. And I'm like, let's get on the phone. Like, I think Stellar Style's for you. And she writes to me, I've accumulated about 50 style and fashion books, taken 3 style online courses, and followed 3 websites for women over 40. I wasn't convinced that I needed your program. I am now. So I had a seller on it because she's like, I've already done online classes, but the magic ingredient is the accountability and being paired with somebody that's going to make it fun and keep it moving. And she said, I now understand that I was just settling for good enough. That has occurred in my current wardrobe and how undermining that has been. I'm feeling very excited and hopeful about my clothes in my closet for the very first time. Thank you for encouraging me to join. The key was putting my hand on everything in my closet and saying, do I love it and I wear it? It stays. It doesn't owe me a nickel. On its way it goes. But I want to take control of how I look, how I present myself to the world. And I think the thing that we're most proud of, the thing that has kept us in business, and thank you so much to the Stellar Style Graduates Monday night for reminding us, particularly me, that we're selling confidence in a system and something that works and something that, as Stephanie said, makes you happy. So after the year that we have, if you're somebody that really does want to develop a new style and know what should stay, what should be retired. Things have shifted. I can guarantee you that you'll have a wonderful experience working with Mary, Sarah, and Kathy. All right, so if there's no further questions, did I miss anything, Mary? Anything I should have said, didn't say? Oh, I see that Roxy is over on Facebook. Hello, Roxy. Thank you so much for joining. Sarah's coming in with a couple more questions. Again, somebody wanted, yep, the date, the new starting date is April 12th. And we are enrolling right now, and we enroll right up until the last minute, and we've been really good about making room for people. But we are going to do it one more time this spring, and we have the dates too. For the fall, I think that one is September 12th or September, something around there. We're gonna do it again in the fall, and we might do a summer one. We're not quite sure yet. Things are kind of rocking and rolling. We're taking it as we can. But thank you everybody so much for, and I want to know about Kathy's orange sweater. It looks so great on her. So, somebody's asking about your sweater, Kathy. So why don't you just put that in the chat. And I think we're going to wrap up. And again, thank you. And if you like this kind of thing, please join us in our Facebook group. We have a really good time on Wednesday nights, and our videos, started doing those last year. Those have been a hit. And of course, our email, and a lot of you are already on the email, but we are in touch with people on email 2 or 3 times a month. So we're not always sending you emails, but when we have something to share, when we have some new top 10, we like to share them that way. Okay, so we will pick the winners. Again, anybody that wants to get on my calendar tomorrow, I would love to chat with you. I love what I do. And I appreciated Mary also giving me that shout out. I am very blessed to do work that I love. I've led an incredibly blessed life. I can't believe I've been doing this almost 30 years, but I would love to get on a call with any of you and explore your style and how we might be able to help you. Okay, so step out in style. I think we are ready to rock our spring wardrobes very soon. And for those of you that celebrate Easter, have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you again soon. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.